Southwest Florida, welcome back to the last segment of Lead Pitch Live this Sunday morning. Just to stay locked into us, you can see us on our Lead Pitch Live YouTube channel. You can also see us on social media all over the place. And of course, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter and all the other Instagrams out there. We got a fabulous section here. We remind everybody that next week on the show, before we get started, we get a chance to talk to Frederick Dunbar Morgan, the Political Action Committee Chair for the Lee County NAACP. We'll talk to former Commissioner Janet Taylor of Hendry County. She's got some new things going on, changing the world as always. And a Golden Apple Award winner is here from the Lee County School District, Dr. Jesse Bryson, the busy man with the files and everything. All that's happening next week. So let's get right to this week. Welcome you to the show right here.
Thank you for having us.
Good to have you. Got Akpaeti, Odu Akpaeti, who's the new home consultant for Maronda Homes, and Rhonda Rigsby, loan consultant with Caliber Home Loans. Let me go right here to you, Rhonda, while I'm thinking about it. What is Caliber Home Loans?
Caliber Home Loans is a direct home loan lender. We are the third largest in the country. We do pretty much any type of mortgage that you need. And we really like to focus on the first-time home buyers.
What is Maronda Homes?
Sure. Maronda Homes has been around since 1972, a private family-owned company. We build in 5 different states, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky, Florida, and Georgia, and also through multiple divisions throughout Southwest Florida.
What excites you mostly about your developments?
Sure. Well, Maronda Homes prides itself on building high-quality homes with some luxury amenities at affordable price points. So a lot of the times, potential home buyers are unaware that they may be able to not only buy a home, but a new home at maybe just a little bit over the cost of a used home. Before I was involved with Maronda Homes, I was doing general real estate, focusing primarily on first-time home buyers, as well as folks who have some unique situations that might prevent them from buying in the past, kind of like me, buyers like myself. So I have a passion for helping.
And the fact that we have you here, Rhonda, along with a person who's dealing in home ownership, and we're going to see photos flashing on the screen to get a look at those beautiful homes out there at Maronda. You actually offer some financing packages. Talk about that.
We do. We like to focus on the first-time home buyer when possible, and low down payment to no down payment options. I know some of the areas.
No down payment still exists?
It does in certain areas that are eligible. Obviously, if you're a veteran, that's 100% financing. But for a first-time home buyer, maybe wanting to buy in a USDA eligible area, which I know that ODU does offer homes in that area, you can get 100% financing with awesome rates and just very, very good for the home buyer.
Now, that contact information that we have on the screen for you, when people call, they'll get to talk directly to you?
Absolutely.
That's good.
24/7.
Okay, 24/7?
Okay. Maybe not.
It's been 24/7.
Tell us a little about your background, Odu, and how you got into the industry that you're in.
Sure. Well, first, I'm glad to be here at the Children's Network. I myself used to be a foster kid, so holds a special place in my heart. I got into real estate back in 2010 in New York City. I've been living in Southwest Florida, Naples specifically, since 2012. Again, prior to being with Maronda Homes, I did general real estate, focusing on first-time home buyers and folks who have unique circumstances that may have prevented them from buying homes in the past. Because again, I was focusing on folks that were like me, you know, and that's really where my passion lies. So I'm excited to be able to extend that passion through Maronda Homes, helping folks buy new homes.
Now, here in the area, I think you have a nice development taking place in Port Charlotte.
Absolutely. So we build throughout Florida, Melbourne, Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando. In the Southwest Florida division, we build in Cape Coral, all the way up in Northport, and then where I primarily focus on in Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte.
Now, you early on you alluded to it, but you really emphasized the fact that people should get a new home as opposed to a used home. Elaborate more.
Yeah, on the face value, a used home appears to be a cheaper option for most homeowners than a new home. But when you really break, because typically in our local markets, you may be spending anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 more for a comparable new home versus a used home. But $10,000 really equates to maybe, given our interest rates today, like maybe $50 a month more in your mortgage payment. But when you start breaking down the total cost of ownership, which factors in utility costs, maintenance costs, and insurance costs, it tells a different story. And when you factor all that in, a new home actually, in many cases, is more affordable for a homeowner.
And when people who see that contact information on the screen for you, when they contact, they'll get to talk directly to you as well.
Absolutely, of course.
Now, so based on what you just said, the financing difference is not for a new home is infinitesimal, is minor as opposed to buying a used home.
Exactly. And I think a lot of the times when buyers are considering building a new home, they'll go to their lender and say, oh, well, I need a new construction loan. And a lender will be like, wait, either we don't do that or it's special circumstances. So what's important to understand is you're not getting a construction loan with Maronda Homes. We're compatible with what are called N loans, which are your typical conventional or FHA or USDA loans, VA loans, and so the financing is pretty similar to that of a used home.
Go ahead and add something to that, Rhonda.
Basically what you said, it's just an in loan, so it's much like buying an existing home, except you're getting a brand new home with all the energy efficiency and hopefully discounting your utility costs, and overall probably bring your payment in cheaper than you would if you're buying a used home.
So, what are some options that you that are out there?
For the home buyer?
Yeah, especially if you may have credit issues or that can negatively affect your the way you go about in financing your home and just maintaining your home over the years.
Exactly. Well, my company, we have a portfolio program for those buyers who may have had some credit issues or run into some hurdles. Maybe they've had a bankruptcy or foreclosure or short sale from the economic crisis in the past, and we will look at those people up to a day of their bankruptcy, one day after their bankruptcy, because we want to make everyone a homeowner.
The home ownership is coming back, is on a rapid uptick.
I think so. I really do, and I think it's great for our communities. I really do.
What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of activity, especially in the new home construction. Builders are coming back in a lot of our local markets, and buyers are really starting to see new homes as a viable alternative to used homes.
Do you work directly with local realtors?
Absolutely. We partner with local realtors, and in fact, we would love to host events with realtors, host realtor meetings, parties, and also charity work as well. That's something that's important to me.
What would you say set you apart from other folk who do what you do?
Absolutely. So as I mentioned before, we pride ourselves on building those high quality homes at affordable price points. Our homes, we believe that when you factor in all of the things we put in our new homes, as far as the energy efficiency, 16 SEER train AC systems where some competitors are using 14 or 15, we just believe when you compare apples to apples, you're going to get a better quality home for your money with Maronda Homes.
When a person is in the process of exploring purchasing a home, final question for you, Rhonda.
Okay.
Should they be looking at the home that they're going to purchase or the financing at a different time frame, or should they be looking at them simultaneously?
I definitely think it would be better for the customer, the buyer, to go ahead and get pre-approved for a mortgage so they know exactly what they're going to get,
Okay.
how much their down payment is, what their payment's going to be, and then go to the sales person to find the perfect home for them.
Absolutely. I think it's super important. I look at speaking with a lender kind of like going to the doctor. Probably should go at least once or twice a year, even if you're not thinking about buying a home at the time, sort of like a health check on your financial situation. A lender will be able to tell you if you're ready now. If you're not ready, they can let you know some of the things you can do so you can be ready within the next few months.